Picture this. You're sitting at home when suddenly everything goes dark. No lights, no internet, no phone charger. What do? Most people think prepping is about zombies and bunkers, but the real emergency? It happens 2 to 3 times a year in your own home. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to build a blackout bag, the single most practical prep you can make that will save your family during the next power outage. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete checklist of everything you need, from lighting to food, so you're never caught scrambling in the dark again. Welcome to Food Decider, where we help you make smart decisions for your home and family. If you want more practical tips like this, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss out on life-changing information. When most people start thinking about emergency preparedness, their minds immediately jump to dramatic scenarios. They picture apocalyptic events, elaborate bug-out ags, and surviving in the wilderness. But here's the truth that nobody talks about. Those situations are incredibly rare. You know what's not rare? Blackouts. Power outages happen all the time. For some people, including myself, they happen 2 to 3 times every single year. Sometimes they last just a few hours, but other times they stretch into days or even longer. And yet most families are completely unprepared when the lights go out. They're fumbling through junk drawers in the dark, searching for flashlights with dead batteries, and trying to figure out what to do next. This is why blackouts should be your absolute first priority when it comes to preparedness. Forget about the zombie apocalypse. Focus on the emergency that's actually going to happen to you. And the best way to prepare? Build a blackout bag. So what exactly is a blackout bag? It's simple. It's a dedicated container, whether that's a bag, a box, or a bin, filled with all the tools and supplies you'll need during a blackout. The whole point is to eliminate that frantic search when the lights go out. Everything you need is in one place, ready to go. No more digging through cabinets, no more searching through toolboxes, no more panic. Just grab your blackout bag and you're set. Now let's talk about the most important thing you need during a blackout. Light. This seems obvious, right? But there are actually several different options, and each one has its own advantages and disadvantages. Many people's first instinct is to reach for candles. Emergency candles can burn for several hours, and even those cheap tea lights from the dollar store can provide some illumination. If you're going to use candles, make sure you also include candle stands for stability and safety. You'll also need waterproof matches or Bic lighters to actually light them. But here's the problem with candles. They're dangerous. Open flames are a hazard, especially in homes with children. The absolute last thing you want during a blackout is to create a fire emergency on top of everything else. So while candles can work in a pinch, they're not the best option. That's where flashlights come in. They're safer, more versatile, and just as effective. When you're choosing flashlights for your blackout bag, you need to understand that there are 2 main types: directional lights and omnidirectional lights. Directional lights are what most people picture when they think of flashlights. These include standard handheld flashlights, compact LED models, and headlamps. They're excellent for focused tasks and navigating through dark spaces. If you need to walk down a hallway or look for something specific, directional lights are perfect. Just remember, for every flashlight you include in your bag, you need to pack extra batteries. There's nothing worse than a flashlight dying when you need it most. But here's where things get interesting. Omnidirectional lights are the real game changers for blackouts. These lights shine in all directions, illuminating entire rooms instead of just one spot. And the best part, they free up your hands so you can actually do things. One of my favorite omnidirectional options is emergency glow sticks. These things are fantastic. They last up to 12 hours, they're completely safe around children, and you can buy them in bulk for almost nothing. Just crack one, shake it up, and you've got instant light that will last all night. Stock up on these, you won't regret it. The other excellent omnidirectional option is battery-powered lanterns. A large lantern can light up an entire room, making it possible to read, play games, or just move around comfortably. Smaller lanterns work great too. You can give one to each family member for personal use. Again, remember to stock plenty of spare batteries for these lanterns. For blackouts, omnidirectional lights are really the way to go. They provide broad illumination that makes everything easier and safer for everyone in your home.
Between the glow sticks and the lanterns, you'll have reliable light sources that actually work for real life, not just emergencies in movies. Now, light is important, but so is information. During a power outage, especially one caused by severe weather, you need to know what's happening outside. Is there a tornado warning? Is a hurricane getting worse? Is flooding expected? This is where an emergency radio becomes absolutely essential. An emergency radio keeps you connected to vital news and weather updates when everything else is down. You can't rely on your phone if the power has been out for hours and your battery is dying. You can't check the internet if your Wi-Fi is down, but a good emergency radio will keep working no matter what. The great thing about modern emergency radios is that they come packed with features. Many of them have built-in flashlights, giving you another light source right there in one device. But the power options are what really matter. Look for radios that offer multiple ways to stay powered. First, replaceable batteries. These are easy to swap out when needed. Just keep extras in your blackout bag. Second, rechargeable batteries that can be charged through solar panels, a hand crank, or USB. This gives you flexibility depending on the situation. And third, and this is huge, some emergency radios actually let you charge your cell phone using their battery. If you need to make an emergency call and your phone is dead, this feature could literally save your life. An emergency radio isn't optional, it's non-negotiable for your blackout bag. It keeps you informed, provides additional light, and can even boost morale by playing music during extended outages. Trust me, a little music can make a huge difference when you're sitting in the dark for the second day in a row. Here's something people don't always think about. What if the power goes out in the middle of winter? If you live in a colder climate, losing power when it's freezing outside can turn your home into an icebox really fast. Your furnace won't run, your heat is gone, and you're stuck trying to stay warm with just blankets. This is where hand warmers or pocket warmers become incredibly valuable. These simple little packets provide individual heat for up to 24 hours. Just activate one and stick it in your pocket, your gloves, or even your sleeping bag. They're cheap, they last a long time, and they can make a miserable situation bearable. Stock at least one hand warmer per person in your household, but honestly, consider buying a whole box to cover worst-case scenarios. If you're trapped in a cold house for multiple days, you'll want enough warmers to keep everyone comfortable. Let's talk about something that might seem less critical, but is actually really important: entertainment. Blackouts can be incredibly boring, especially for kids. And when people get bored, especially children, they start doing risky things out of frustration or curiosity. The last thing you need is someone wandering around in the dark looking for something to do and getting hurt. The solution is simple. Include entertainment options in your blackout bag. A deck of cards takes up almost no space and can keep people occupied for hours. Books are great too, especially if you have those lanterns providing good light. Board games work wonderfully for family time and help maintain a sense of normalcy. These items aren't just about passing time. They're about keeping spirits high and preventing the kind of restlessness that leads to accidents. When everyone is calm and occupied, the blackout feels less like an emergency and more like an unexpected family night. Most blackouts last less than 24 hours, but what if the power stays out for several days? This is where you need to shift from short-term solutions to more sustainable options. Solar-powered lights are absolutely invaluable during extended blackouts. These lights recharge during the day using sunlight and provide illumination at night. This means you don't have to rely completely on disposable batteries that will eventually run out. One excellent option is hybrid flashlights. These feature both replaceable and rechargeable batteries with solar panels built in for daytime charging. You get the best of both worlds: the convenience of replaceable batteries when you need them, and the sustainability of solar charging for longer situations. Another fantastic choice is inflatable LED lanterns. These are incredibly compact when deflated, making them easy to store, but when you need them, you just inflate them and they provide broad, room-filling light. The best part? Just leave them in a sunny window during the day and they'll charge right up for nighttime use. Consider getting one solar-powered lantern for each member of your family. That way everyone has access to personal light throughout the outage, no matter how long it lasts.
You won't have to ration light or worry about batteries running out at the worst possible moment. If the power is out for several days, there's another major problem you'll face: cooking. Your electric stove won't work, your microwave is useless, and any food in your refrigerator is going to start spoiling. You need a way to prepare hot meals without electricity. The answer is a propane camping stove. These portable stoves are designed for outdoor use, but they work just as well indoors with proper ventilation. You can boil water, cook soup, make pasta, or prepare freeze-dried meals. It's a simple, effective solution that doesn't require any special skills. Make sure you include the stove itself in your blackout bag, along with several extra propane canisters. You'll also want waterproof matches or Bic lighters to actually light the stove. And don't forget about the food itself. Stock up on easy-to-cook options that require minimal preparation. Freeze-dried camping meals are perfect because they just need hot water. Canned soup is another excellent choice. Just heat it up and eat. Ramen noodles are cheap, quick, and surprisingly filling. The key is having food that you can prepare quickly without a lot of fuss. Now here's something critical that many people overlook: water. If your home gets water from a municipal system, you might be fine during a blackout. But if you're on a well with an electric pump, no power means no running water. None. You can't shower, you can't flush toilets normally, and most importantly, you can't drink from the tap. The CDC recommends storing 1 gallon of water per person per day, and you should plan for at least 3 days. So for a family of 4, that's 12 gallons of water minimum. This water isn't just for drinking. You'll need it for cooking, basic sanitation, and hygiene. You don't necessarily need to keep water bottles in your actual blackout bag. They take up too much space and add a lot of weight. But you absolutely need to have water stored somewhere in your home. 1 gallon jugs are practical because they're easy to handle and store. Just make sure everyone in your family knows where the water is kept. All right, let's put this all together. Here's exactly how to build your blackout bag from start to finish. First, choose your container. You want something sturdy that's easy to carry and access. It could be a duffel bag, a plastic storage bin, or even a backpack. Whatever you choose, label it clearly so everyone in your household knows exactly what it is and where to find it. Now, let's talk about what goes inside. For light sources, include a variety of options. Pack directional flashlights for focused tasks, omnidirectional lanterns for room lighting, and plenty of emergency glow sticks for safe, long-lasting illumination. Don't forget all the extra batteries these devices will need. If you're comfortable with candles, include a few along with candle stands, waterproof matches, and lighters. Your emergency radio goes in next. Make sure it's one with multiple power options, replaceable batteries, rechargeable battery, solar capability, and ideally the ability to charge other devices. This single tool provides information, light, entertainment, and potentially phone charging all in one package. Add hand warmers or pocket warmers. 1 per person minimum, but more is better, especially if you live somewhere with cold winters. These could make the difference between being uncomfortable and being dangerously cold. Include entertainment items, a deck of cards, some books, maybe a compact board game. They seem like luxuries, but they're actually crucial for maintaining morale and keeping everyone, especially children, calm and occupied. For extended blackouts, add your solar-powered lights. Hybrid flashlights with both battery types work great. Inflatable LED lanterns are perfect because they pack down small but provide excellent illumination when needed. Your propane camping stove goes in the bag, along with multiple extra propane canisters. Include waterproof matches and lighters for ignition, and stock easy-to-cook foods like freeze-dried meals, canned soup, and ramen noodles. Remember, your water supply should be stored separately since it's heavy and bulky. 1 gallon per person per day, stored somewhere accessible in your home. Once your bag is packed, store it in a location everyone can access easily. Maybe that's a closet near your living room or a shelf in your garage. Wherever it is, make sure every member of your household knows where the blackout bag lives. Here's something crucial: maintenance. Check your blackout bag every few months. Test the batteries. Make sure the flashlights work. Verify that nothing has expired or broken. Replace anything that needs replacing. A blackout bag only works if everything inside it actually functions when you need it. Also, make sure everyone in your family knows how to use the items in the bag.
Show your kids how to activate glow sticks. Teach your spouse how to operate the emergency radio. Practice lighting the propane stove in a safe environment. When the actual emergency hits, you don't want anyone fumbling with unfamiliar equipment in the dark. Your blackout bag covers the essentials, but there are a few other things worth considering for complete preparedness. Establish a family communication plan. Know how to contact each other if you're separated when the power goes out. Decide on a meeting place if needed. Keep a basic first aid kit somewhere in your home, stocked with bandages, antiseptics, pain relievers, and any prescription medications your family needs. This isn't necessarily part of your blackout bag, but it's important to have accessible. If it's financially feasible, consider investing in a backup generator, or at least a large power bank for critical devices. A generator can keep your refrigerator running, your medical equipment powered, and your home more comfortable during extended outages. Finally, familiarize yourself with local emergency services and shelters. Know where to go if your home becomes unsafe during a prolonged outage. Sometimes the best preparation is knowing when to seek help elsewhere. Let's talk about the psychological side of blackouts for a moment. They can be stressful, especially for children and people who aren't used to sudden disruptions in their routine. The darkness, the silence, the uncertainty about when power will return.
All of this creates anxiety. This is where your preparation pays off in unexpected ways. When you're calm and confident because you have your blackout bag ready, that attitude spreads to everyone around you. Your kids see that you're not panicking and they stay calmer. Your spouse sees that you've thought ahead and they feel more secure. Use those entertainment options to keep spirits high. Put on some music through your emergency radio. Play cards by lantern light. Tell stories. Turn the blackout from a crisis into an opportunity for family bonding. Some of my best memories with my family have come from situations that seemed difficult at first, but became special because we faced them together. The truth is, prepping doesn't have to be about doomsday scenarios or elaborate survival plans. The most practical, immediate, and useful step you can take is preparing for the next blackout. It's going to happen. Maybe not today, maybe not next week, but it will happen. And when it does, you'll be ready. By assembling a blackout bag, you're ensuring your family's safety, comfort, and peace of mind during one of the most common emergencies people face. You're taking control instead of being a victim of circumstances. You're showing your family that you care enough to prepare. Focus on what actually matters. Reliable light sources so you can see. Access to information so you know what's happening. Warmth so you don't freeze. Entertainment so everyone stays calm and occupied. The ability to cook hot meals and access clean water. These aren't complicated things. They're practical, straightforward solutions to real problems. Make it a priority to build your blackout bag this week. Don't put it off. Gather these supplies, pack them together, and store them somewhere accessible. Then check on your bag regularly and keep it maintained. Involve your family in the process. Make it a team effort. When everyone understands what's in the bag and how to use it, you're all prepared together. With a well-stocked blackout bag, you'll be ready for whatever comes your way. No apocalypse required. Just practical preparation for a common emergency that happens to regular people all the time. That's real prepping. That's smart prepping. And that's exactly what you need. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to Food Decider for more practical tips that actually make a difference in your daily life. Drop a comment below and let me know, have you ever experienced a blackout that you weren't prepared for? What would you add to your blackout bag? I read every comment and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Stay safe, stay prepared, and remember, the best prepping starts with the basics. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video.